Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hey girl.
If you're new here, I'm Cheryl.
I'm Aaron.
And we're Avery Street Design Studio.
Yep.
So today's episode is something really exciting.
It is.
Let's face it, I always get excited about all the new stuff.
We are very excited.
You want to tell them what we're doing?
Yep. You guys remember Hazel the sausage dog?
Hazel!
Big shout out to you again. A while back, they suggested that we build a bird bath.
Yes.
So what are we building today?
We're building a bird bath.
That's right. Good job, Hazel.
Yep.
Where did we find the bird bath?
We found, well, I originally found it on Pinterest.
Mm-hmm.
And it was by a lady named Houseful of Handmade.
It's her channel and her handle on Instagram.
Yeah. Then I did some searching and I found her on Instagram. She's got a reel showing how she built it.
Mm-hmm.
And she was gracious enough to share her plans on craigjig.com.
Yep.
Which is a great place for tons of plans. We're not sponsored by them.
No.
We wouldn't mind being sponsored
Shout out
by
Craig Jig.
Yeah. So anyways, if you want to check her out, it's Houseful of Handmade.
Yeah, look her up. She's worth a follow.
Her Instagram is great, and she has a YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
But here are the plans. We printed them out on craigjig.com plans.
To get my readers out here in a minute.
Yeah, and so we're going to build it.
Mm-hmm.
We love to give people credit where credit is due. We would never build something somebody else made and claim it as our own.
So go follow this woman. Yeah. She does great work.
She does. So it's going to be really cute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see the little birds splashing around in the bird bath and next to the bird houses and all that stuff.
Right.
So let's get started.
Let's do it. Okay, we are going to make this out of fir 2x4s. You can use cedar 2x4s if you like. They're crazy expensive, so we're not going to use that. The top portion that holds the bowl for the birds is an octagon. Seems like we've been doing octagons all over the place here lately. We need 8 pieces with the saw set at 22.5 degrees. From long point to long point at 7 7/8 inches. So we're going to get those cut now. Okay, we're making a little change to the plans. Plans are in the description, by the way. She used a, what size?
14-inch.
14-inch plant saucer. We're using a
15.3.
15 and a quarter, basically. So ours is going to be a little bigger. So we're going to drill our pocket holes a little closer to the outer edge so we can cut that out here in a little bit. You'll see. So we've got our Big Daddy Craig Foreman out. We're going to make a bunch of pocket holes. If you don't have one of these, any of them work just fine. This is just the one we have, and it's awesome. So we've got our bit set up for 1.5 inch stock and our little fence. Yeah, that's just 2.5. That's about 1.75 inches. If you have one of these, that's what that measurement is to the back of the fence. So we're going to start drilling our holes. I've got the outer angle of the 2x4 set on the 2.25 mark and 1.75 inch mark. That's where we're drilling our holes. There's the holes. So we're going to do that 8 times. Okay, we're going to start putting the octagon together with some exterior glue and some 2-inch pocket hole screws. And we've got our little Craig clamp thing. We're just going to clamp the parts together so they don't move. There you go. That's nice.
Is clamp thing the technical term for
It
it?
is. I don't know what that is. Round
Clamp jaw
thing.
Clamp claw.
Looks like a welder's clamp, but it's not.
Yeah. Doodad. Everything's a doodad.
Guess what?
Your battery's dead.
Yep.
Every time, y'all. Realistic woodworking here.
Doesn't get any more realistic than this.
Nothing's neat. Nothing's
Nope,
perfectly charged.
Have a clean shop.
Nope.
Our tools never work.
Nope.
That would be a disgrace to Norm Abram if he were to watch me.
He would shake his
My
head.
all-time hero. He would tell me, "You're just not cut out for this, son."
I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't know if I've talked about this channel before, but Epic Upcycling.
Yeah.
That guy is a wizard.
Yeah,
He
he's crazy.
turns just complete junk into fine furnitures,
Yeah.
and mostly by hand. He's
Yeah,
here on YouTube. Check him out. Yeah. It will blow your mind. Okay, we're going to measure the hole to cut with our jigsaw for the bird bath, which is a flower pot saucer to go in. Now we want it to sit just right here on this lip. So we've measured this part right here across, and it's 15 inches. So we made a 15-inch circle out of cardboard. So we are just gonna trace it with our Sharpie, and then Aaron will cut it out. There we go.
I've got 8-foot 1x4. It's a furring strip. We need some 1x2s to make another octagon on the bottom. So I'm going to cut the rounded edge off of this and then cut it 2 inches wide. All right, on our bird bath, our pan is a little bigger than hers, so we're having to modify the size and length of the second octagon. So we're going to make 8 of them that are 7 7/8 from long point to long point. That way they fit underneath. Okay, we are just going to glue and put some 1.5-inch nails in there to hold it to the underside. Okay, we got a actual 1x4. This is 3/4 by 4 inches. We're going to cut a 22.5 standing on its edge and then long point to the other end long point is 19 degrees even. And we need two small pieces, one with a 22.5 on one end, and from the long point of that, 90-degree cut at 7 7/16. We need two of those. Alright, we're going to take our little single Craig jig and drill a couple holes on each of the shorter pieces against the flat angle, the 90-degree angle. We'll do that on both the short pieces. Okay, we have centered the two short pieces with the long piece. Both of the, or all four of the bevels are sloped downward, and we're going to attach the two shorties to the long one. If you wanted to do a half lap to attach these to each other, that would be great too. We're going to drill and countersink two holes on each one of these pieces and attach them to the bottom. There. Okay, there's the top finally. Okay, we are going to start the legs for the bird bath. I have my saw set at 10 degrees, and we are going to cut 23 inches from long point of 10 degrees to short point of 10 degrees. We need 4 of them. Okay. Now we need a piece that is 14 1/4, both 10-degree angles from short to short. So want to say 14 and a quarter. Okay, and then we need two 6 7/8 10-degree angle, long point of the 10 degree to a 90 degree 6 7/8. I need two of those. Okay. Okay, on all the shorter pieces, we need pocket holes. Two of them. Yeah, two of them at every intersection. The big bad boy won't do holes like this. It's just for flat stock. It's unfortunate. So this is the bottom side of all the legs, or all the feet, whatever. So this is what we've got so far, and then we've got one more like that. All right, now we'll just start putting the legs together. Yeah, I guess two is necessary.
Yeah. It'd be too floppy since it's a 2x4. If it was a 1x4,
Yeah.
it'd be different, I guess.
All right.
Are you finding the center?
I'll find the center. Do 7 and a quarter. Nope, 7 3/4. Almost messed that up. I know that's hard to believe that I almost messed that up. Okay, last step before we finish it, we're going to attach the thing to the thing.
The thing to the thing. That's
Top
the
to the
technical term.
Top to the bottom.
We're just using regular
We are.
screws for this part.
You guys use whatever you have, whatever you want. Wood screws. These are really thick, long drywall screws.
They work great.
They do. All right.
All right, guys, here's the finished bird bath. I started to call it
Yay.
a bird feeder. It's a bath.
I hope they like it.
It turned out really cute.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to Houseful of Handmade for the project for the
For the plans.
plans. That's what they're called. We really appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance, go check out our YouTube and our Instagram. They're great. So we're so glad you guys were here for our Thursday video. We are now switching our Wednesday videos to Thursdays. We just don't have enough time to film and edit, because we started editing or filming on Mondays and then have to have it edited by Wednesday is
Too much.
a lot of work. So
Yeah.
we're going to move it to Thursdays. I hope that's okay with you guys.
Yeah.
It helps us out a lot.
If it's not okay, that's too bad. That's how it's going to be. So
Yeah.
there you go.
We appreciate you guys being here. And if you haven't had a chance, please subscribe to our channel
Right.
and like the video and share.
Appreciate you
We'll
guys.
see you Sunday.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Bye.